Welcome back to From Outside the Box, a K-League United podcast, and now with a new sponsor, gentlemen. Here at K-League United, we're proud to announce we'll be working with Record Pizza for the 2026 season, a venue defined by a big screen, great pizza, and above all, the shared experience of sports. The Gyeonggi Line Forest Park branch, located near Gondok Station, and is on lines 5 and 6, so just a few stops from Seoul World Cup Stadium or even Mokdong Stadium, and an airport line for those supporters returning from away days to Japan. Either way, though, it leads us nicely into our next team and one of Alex's many favourite clubs, FC Seoul. Take it away, Alex.
Yeah, well, can we also arrange a visit to have some pizza so we can talk next time about, how we actually find it?
Indeed. Well, I think we can. It also seems to be on the same line as two commentary booths, I think. So
Yeah,
we'll have to have
I'm
a
up for it.
quick look at the neighbour maps on that one.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so Seoul, oh goodness me, finished sixth. It was an underwhelming campaign. I really did think after the way that Jeonbuk had struggled the year before, and Ulsan, I didn't think they would necessarily do that well under Kim Pan-gon, to be honest. So I thought this is there for someone's taking. Daejeon were the team that really took it on, though, as a challenge for at least a good portion of the campaign. As we know, Jeonbuk ran away with it in the end, but Seoul just could not get their act together. So that sums up last year. Just scraping into the top half, but nothing more really to say about it. They limped across the line in the final rounds. Notable moves: they lost Jesse Lingard, a little-known English talent, as people like to refer to him online as a youngster still. Lucas Silva's gone out on loan. Marco Duganjic, who had the look of a striker that might do well in K-League One, but he's been let go as well. They brought in Leonardo Ruiz, Juan Antonio Ross at the back, Song Min-gyu from Jeonbuk, reunited with Kim Ki-dong after their spell at Pohang together. Babic in midfield, the Croatian. Keeper Gu Song-yoon, as if Kang Hyun-moo wasn't enough, because, I don't know, it just felt like they couldn't get their goalkeeper choice right last year. And I don't know if it was Kang Hyun-moo's fault or what was going on that shot his confidence behind the scenes, because he was a great keeper previously. And on top of that, we've got all the summer signings last season, like Anderson coming in as well. You have to say key player. I mean, difficult to say how it's going to transpire, because the first name that came to my mind in the absence of Lingard was actually Yazan Al-Arab. But when I looked at their squad numbers, he was missing. And his future is still uncertain, I understand it, although a move to Qatar looks quite likely. And can I say Anderson will be the talisman? Maybe, if he lives up to his billing at Suwon, he really would be. But we saw nothing like that in the second half of last year. And then there's a few other names that are possibles, but no one that you would say this is the guy that they're going to be able to rely on. And that's a problem for Seoul. The biggest question for me is whether manager Kim Ki-dong will see out the season. If things don't go well, Seoul might regret sticking by him over the winter. Their first up against Incheon, that's going to be a furious game. And Incheon, I think, are certainly dark horses for maybe a top 4 finish this year. So I think there'll be tough opposition. I think another thing to question will be the state of the pitch. They're not going to have to play at home for a while. In the league, they've got away games scheduled. And as we know, there's been a lot of talk about them playing in the Champions League at Mokdong. But what's going on at Seoul World Cup Stadium? We had so much talk about the poor quality of services at the beginning of last year, and that stadium is not ready for action yet. Reason to watch? Well, I just come back to the potential. They always have potential. They are the capital team. It's going to be fascinating, the atmosphere, when they go to Incheon first up. Then to Ulsan, another interesting game. But by March, when they eventually get to their home ground, will Seoul be a team that's already undercooked? Jury's out for me.
Indeed, I think jury's out for a lot of people looking at recent Champions League results, struggling away in Japan to Vissel Kobe, and it's going to be interesting to see how they get off to the K-League 1 season, especially with Incheon and that Gyeongin derby. Not a derby, as Paul was once told in that mix zone a couple of seasons ago on the last time these two teams met. But that's one for older listeners to scroll back and find. Paul, you're going to now move on.